Okay, let's share the stream link. How do I do that? How do I do that? All right. One link sent. Okay. Let's set up OBS. God, I'm so bad at OBS. How do I open chat? I cannot remember how to open chat in OBS. God damn it. Docs, chat. I did it. What's up, Nick? What's up, Ian? I figured out how to open chat. We are so up. Of course, I start streaming, and the first thing that happens is my boss starts messaging me. So give me 1 second. Okay, so oh my god. Please stop messaging me work. I had nothing to do all morning. Okay. Now I will be an entertaining streamer. You're gonna stream snipe me? Honestly, go for it. I need testing into Valda. So the only changes I've made to my list is after this weekend at the Battlegrounds is I've added Den of Spider and Lair of the Spider, removing one Fate for Scene and Pursue to the Edge. Pursue to Edge is a sick card. I love this card. Where is it? This card's awesome. This card's incredible. It has one problem. I always draw it on the wrong turn. It is fate. At some point I need to accept that I keep drawing this card on the turn that it doesn't do anything. It is it's honestly kind of one of the most gas cards into Warrior because it is one of the best Codex targets since they do not get an arsenal. So you get to do a turn where you get rid of their mark, follow up with Codex, and then be like, do you want to be marked again? And that is basically a 0 for 5. Oh, my boss is going to stream snipe me. Oh, God, I would be in so much trouble. All right, let's play some games. Refresh. All right. Wait, why is it not? Oh, no, I have to watch an ad. I have ad block. I'm not turning off ad block for Chalishar yet. I'm probably just going to pay after Vegas. Too lazy. Okay. Ziggy? I don't know if I'm supposed to go first or second. I got Ziggy. There's only one answer. There's only one thing to do. Before Vegas, I really need to just like go through Fat Blazing and check like first, second stats. I don't really trust Fat Blazing that much anymore. But when it comes to just going first or second, it is still a good resource. I think I want to go second. Okay, so get my Ziggy board, which should be a little off because I changed my sideboard. This should be mostly D-Reacts out. I wonder if I'm supposed to go Den. I don't know how Den of the Spider works with the weapons. Like, is it only if they have counters on it? Let's find out. Hopefully I draw it. I do bring Stalkers here just in case it is a Frodius. Never punished. It's a Frodius. Circular Flow Tide. He's gonna Lightning Flow on me? Oh, this hand's kind of bad. Do I just do CNC? So I could Savor Bloodshed, send Clave, pitch. Oh, that's so bad. So I think I might want to Arsenal Death Touch here. My logic is it gives me a pretty good convertible blue if I draw it next turn because I can go Clave into Death Touch. That doesn't mean I need to pitch Savor to CNC, though. I don't know if that's correct. Oh. So let's do the math. If I Savor, send Clave, that's 5. I'm not going to get the draw if I CNC at 6. So mathematically, it has to be CNC. It's just math. And if I'm lucky, that's not an instant in the arsenal. They never have it. This hero doesn't play any instants or Crown of Providence. It's not possible. They're really thinking about this one. All right, the email has been sent. The surprise ping from my boss, right when I click start streaming, has hopefully ended. Okay, this is best outcome. I'm getting 2 cards. I'm a mid-range deck. Can't stop me. Arsenal Death Touch. That's going to be 2 very good Codex targets. And what do you know? I drew a blue. They're on Phantasmal Footsteps and not Lightning Greaves, which is interesting. They're still running God in the Flash. I would have expected them not to. I guess it's just 0 for 4. I'm expecting the Aura that gives Go again. So if they're going to send that, and I'm not sending Mark of the Black Widow next turn, most likely, I'm probably blocking with my blue that doesn't do anything. Alternatively, no, I just kind of like that. I might not send Death Touch next turn. It might be Mark of the Black Widow instead. Ow. All right, give it go again. Okay, so instead they might be Aphrodising me this time. Is that 2? Did they just play 2 player realities? Nice. Sick. Love that. So I am... Ooh. So I'm probably sending this. I'm going to Scar Tissue it. Sad, but it clears their board. Unless they block. They do not block. Yeah, I will just Scar Tissue to clear the board. They can't flicker here, so it should just clear everything. I think they got to choose the order here. I got blown out, boys. I got blown out. How does this deck have D-Reacts? Who allowed this to happen? I think that's still correct because then they don't get the Flicker Reality situation, but then I get to send Death Touch. I expect to take 1 card here. If I'm lucky, I'll take 2. Arsenal, Mark of the Black Widow. This is a rough start for us. 4 reds at the beginning is obviously not what we want. I am on Spreading Plague in this matchup, so I do have an endgame spike. Right? Imagine they are run D-Reacts. It's so cringe. Oh my god, I'm getting blown out. How could they do this to me? I'm going to guess they're going to do Flicker Reality and Flicker Circular Flow Tide. Yep. They can only do it once, so they're wasting 1 Flicker. They might have Furtius me now, which is very funny because I might pitch Mark of the Black Widow in response. Let's see. Nope. So we got Mark. We do actually have a good... God damn it, that's a really good card. Ooh, I'm falling behind. Assume they're going to put T-Tox on the bottom. Actually, they should not put T-Tox on the bottom, I don't think. Because this hand does not present 6 value with the T-Tox. What you going to choose? Don't do cut from the same cloth, please. I need cut from the same cloth. That's the best card in the deck. We have a nice frog mug today. Gay the prey. Away. That's pretty good. So now I'm forced to probably Tunic Clave. Cut up sticks. Take 6. And I'm like really sad about it. Alternatively, I could just block this, but then I think I'm playing too much into their fatigue plan. Yep. Sad, but that's what happens. This deck is like supposed to not brick like this, but you know, couldn't be me. So we start with cut from the same class. Let's just see what they're packing. They will be getting a second lightning flow. I'm down 7 life. Oh no, I was looking at those. Fate Foreseen, Overcrowded, Flicker Reality, and Fractal. Is Overcrowded tokens? Okay, so it blocks for 3 currently. Got a no block, a fractal, and a phase. So that's 7. 10 block currently in hand. I'm sending 9. They might just give me all their cards. Oopsies. Please Tunic first. I'll eventually mark them. Just you wait. Once I mark them, it's over for them. This might be a mark of the Black Widow follow-up regardless of what happens, just because I want to get pressure on their board state. And I want to free up my arsenal for a potential future codex, since I have both Death Touch and Command and Conquer in the graveyard. Codex has very high value right now. Does suck I had to use Tunic here, though. Okay, so they're blocking 4 after this to cover 7, and then I'll attack with Black Widow, which opens up the flick. And I think I will flick and get the banish if they give it to me. They only have 3 block left in hand. We know it's not a shelter. The blowout would be... Well, the blowout is just using their arm piece, so maybe I don't flick. Yeah, I think I just attack and apply pressure and be like, bet. You want to take 3? And then because that exists, I just don't want to flick. Does suck that I wasn't able to keep up sticks and run there. There's the codex I was talking about. Den is not performing like I'd want to here. So... Oh boy, I might need to take this. I knew they had this in Arsenal, by the way. I should have known this play was going to come. So this is actually really awkward. Don't have a blue. I really want to use this Orb Weaver to get a Clave up and running. But it looks very hard with this hand. Spoken into existence, yeah. uh, so the line would probably be, I might just need to send Saver for no draw value, Flick regardless, and then Arsenal Orb Reaver. Alternatively, I Orb Reaver, Saver, Pitch Codex. That feels bad. Bro's asking me if I'm thinking. Listen, you're sending really hard questions at me. I really want to set up this Orb Weaver. I could Codex, discard Den, grab... Ugh, no, I don't really have any go again. All right, I'm probably just going to send value and pitch Codex, do Saver, Arsenal, Orb Weaver. Okay, then you play the Flicker Reality. Sounds good. This does mean I have a trapdoor target as well. Saver. 2-card 5. Woo! Value. And then regardless of what's happening, I'm flicking here and arsenaling Orb Weaver and just praying they don't send CNC. I think this has been pretty rough for me so far. Have not really played any of my power cards. I wonder if I was supposed to flick earlier in the game just to open this up, but it feels so awkward to do that. Like, I feel like I'm just more hopeful that I just draw Orb Reaver with a hand with like a blue, you know? Teleport players are so impatient. I feel like 75% of them are just fucking around. So when you actually want to think and test, they're like, hello, hello. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I feel like they're signaling a D-React. Do I just take the mark here? No, I'm going to flick. Let's open up that slot. All right. What are you going to do, mister? This is probably the spot where having a yellow feels the worst. Yeah. The question is, do I want to get the mark open on the previous turns? Where, like, I don't know my future hand. I'm definitely flicking on this turn. There is no doubt about that. I assume a D-React. Yep, makes sense. And then the worst thing they can send at me is either CNC or another Phantasmaclasm. Yep, I just take my lumps. I'm 10 health behind. This is gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be very interesting to see if I can have a comeback here, bro. This really do just be Gone in the Flash as my weapon. This is also kind of awkward because like Stains doesn't do anything here. So the correct play is, oh boy. So I can block with Stains here, but then I'm risking Mark of the Black Widow not hitting. I think it's Pain, Mark of the Black Widow, using Orb Reaver, Arsenal up sticks, because then Tunic will be up on the following turn. I don't think Pain's going to hit, so I just need to block here. And then we'll see what instant they use. It might be no instant, and they're just sending 4. Yep. Or, let's see. It could be the go again one. The tech. Just Jacob Clancy. All right, I'm only 11 health down. Believe it or not, that's not that bad in this deck. Lead here. Hope they don't give me a frostbite. I don't know. Ominous Excavation was pretty sick here. Awesome, and then I'll have upsticks for next turn. There's an argument I even flick here because I could buy back with upsticks, but I don't think that's correct. It might be if... Oh my god. They have it. The unbanned tech. The 3-block blue they just used. Although now they get to potentially use it. Yeah, I make closed chain. Excavation, sick. Ah, they're on the spice. So there is an argument I might flick here with up sticks being able to buy back. Because then I can threaten the banish, which is a very big play. The scary part is they might have prevention, of course. They do have touch of reality. Getting this off the board does seem kind of good. I do get very punished if I do not draw blue, though. Although I could just wait longer. I could just leave it in Arsenal. But I do feel kind of behind here, and I want to start sending some big plays. Is this Clement's Talishar? Is it? I don't think it is. I'm not aware of it. All right, I'm a flick here. You can't stop me. Limit testing. I know one of their cards in hand is the... Oh, wait, no, they blocked the duality. So they could have a D-react. If they do, they end Mark, which opens up mass lines. Alternatively, they start a Spike, which is the blowout of the blowout. Because now they get to send a Ferdius for 3. Put this in Arsenal. I don't know why they didn't Ferdius there. I have the yellow, which is good. Means I still don't have to use Tunic. And my turn kind of converts. Man, I'm just getting chipped down. Where are my good hands? I was told this deck has good hands. Okay, they are officially back at full health. That is not good for us. Up sticks. I'm going to be Arseling Orb Weaver to open up a flick on a future turn. I don't think this is my big turn. I'm still just kind of waiting for my big turn. A Saver, a Kiss of Death, a Codex, something big. This is, what, 3-card 8? It's not great. They didn't have a hollow counter, right? I can read the text of the cards. Just referencing the calling, close the game on 18 Kiss of Death turn damage. That's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. I do just Scar Tissue here. I haven't been able to mark them. Very high chance they have it. I know they have Gone in the Flash in the Arsenal. So hopefully they don't have an instant. I feel like the odds are low. They could also just Touch of Reality. They've been doing a really good job of keeping me off mark. I don't think I've sent a single turn this game that is above rate. And I'm kind of just waiting for a single turn that is above rate. I still have my Stalker Steps. Just kind of, I'm in the above rate waiting room right now. That makes sense. They have the cover. It is Ziggy after all. I do still leak over. So they will be marked if that's how this turn goes. Never mind, I can't do math. I will not mark them, in fact. But hey, 3-card 8 to your 3-card 8, right? The only difference that's happening here is they're getting the send Gone in the Flash. Ooh, you are going for the Ziggy play. What's the leak damage? So what, this is going to be 4? Curious if I've done anything wrong here or if I'm just on the low end of drawing sequence so far. Come on, send a thing. They might send Gone in the Flash just for pressure. Oh my god, I finally drew a card that marks. Awesome. So what is the correct line here? Oh, this is a thinker. This hand actually kind of sucks. I think I start with Clave. I'm going to hit him with the thinking. I start with Clave. I don't know if I'm Orb Weavering this turn. Clave, Kiss of Death, flick Clave, buy back Clave. I don't know if I'm flicking Kiss of Death this turn, unfortunately. And then end the turn with Reapers so I can finally have them marked. Maybe I do just start with this and accept I don't get the flick. Oh, this is such a weird hand. I could also just start with this. Get in Graveyard. If I start with this, I can then flick an Orb Reaver and Arsenal Kiss of Death. I think that is the play. I need to set up a stronger Kiss of Death turn. And I need to be sending as much pressure as possible with my flicks. So I'll start here. And then there's an argument I could also like foot Clave and buy back Clave with the pick up the points. But I don't like how that works on my resource curve. Oh my god, we did it. They're below 40 health. I meant the flick there, but it's fine. Same thing as doing it this way. The really situation we don't want to happen here is we get Rippled Away, which very much so could happen. If it does, we just send Kiss of Death and we're sad. What could their turn be that they're... Oh, they're stopping the mark. I mean, that's fine. They basically just block 2. Or 3 if you consider the market value, which it is. Create the Clave. 4. And then we're holding 2 cards, so they should be a little uncomfortable blocking this, considering I have only pitched 1 T-Tox. But I'm going to be honest, Ziggy has kind of been disrespecting my T-Toxes all game. And we get Reaper's Call finally, and that opens up a Mask Line next turn, which, because I have Kiss of Death, there's a very solid chance I do go for a Mask Line. Or maybe not because of Touch of Reality. Funnel Web means they clear out their arsenal most likely. Oh. We're so up. Let's see what the hand is. I want info. Sigil, Static Shelter. Does that work with... Okay, cool. So that just pays for itself. Circular Flow Tide, Static Shelter. So they're going to get a convert for 6, 8 block in their hand currently. Hit them with the Thinking. Okay, so... I don't think I'm giving Kiss of Death go again this turn using Stalkers. So I think I go E-Strike, and then depending on what they do, I either send Meat Madness or Kiss of Death. Let's see if they let me. If they hit me with the no, I'll be really sad. I could go Graphene, Hunter's Clave, and then 7. And just give up the Funnel Web. That would be 1, 2, 9 versus 5 into Destroy Arsenal. I have a strong feeling... I don't remember what their arsenal is. This is trickier. If it's a D-React, I'm down bad. But wasn't it a Gone in the Flash? Because they sigiled and then put Gone in the Flash back. So Arsenal Disruption here is quite strong. All right. Do the go again thing. It's not like the best turn I've ever had. There's a chance I might just send Meat Madness here instead and say you may keep your arsenal. All right, they're just going to take the 5. That makes sense. They don't want to be marked anymore. And then I do not want to send Kiss of Death because I know they are holding 2 D-Reacts in hand. So I will just take their things. They have no real good offensive force. They do have Sigil. They will get a Lightning Flow. That's fine. I can play this a little slow. I still have my Tunic to use. They get a Lightning Flow out of this card. My cut value. I know, right? Insane cut value. Alright. It is Gone in the Flash in the arsenal. That's fine. I know I have Sigil in hand. A static. He might send 2 Gone in the Flashes this turn. But I think this is finally the turn where I have to say, too bad, I'm sending everything. The problem is they are not marked anymore. I'll take 4. I need to mute my Discord. Sorry if that is distracting y'all. Oh my god, someone just messaged me that I forgot I played Cut from the same cloth, so the Kiss from Death would have been for 7. Oh my god. I'm trolling. Oh my god, Alvin, you're so right. Okay, I need to lock in. If I lose by 4, we know exactly what happened. Yep. The Circular Flow Tide comes out. Sigil of Solace comes out. Yeah, that was a pretty big punt. I would have Gone in the Flash on that turn. There was no, unless they gave armor, there was no way to defend it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I am trolling. Okay, what's the line? So I can't flick here to get the mark. I kind of want to Arsenal Saver as a result. I have Leave No Witnesses to finish. I could... Okay. I think the play is I send a Clave by itself. Take it easy, Ian. Good luck in your work meeting. I think the play is I send... I think the play is I send Clave by itself. Flick the Chelicera. I know this is weird. No, that's not right. I'm trying to see how I can use Upsticks this turn. I could Savor Upsticks Kiss of Death, Shred, Arsenal, Leave No Witnesses, and just say, it's a good value turn. Alternatively, this might be the turn to use Stalker Steps and just say, like, I'm going to lose to Ephrodius regardless if you have that much Arcane. The Circular Flow Tide is a problem. I think I'm just sending damage. I'm not going to get the Saber draw here, most likely. That is fine. I'm not going to get the flick value. This punish is specifically because I didn't send Kiss of Death last turn. This does not happen because I have the Arsenal open. I get to Arsenal Saver for a future turn. Would have been fine. What's great about this line is I do probably get their whole hand, as I'm going to follow up with Leave No Witnesses. They should totally play against my Max deck. Hey, if you want to play against Max, I'm down. Okay. Crown of Providence. Alright. They're keeping Gone in the Flash. They're just chipping me down this entire game. It seems their entire game plan is just keep me off mark, which is working pretty well. It would work less well if I drew any more of my 5 mark cards in deck, or if I did not punt. Okay. Boop. Boop. Pass. Oh my god. Gone in the Flash. Daring, are we? The double kiss hand. My favorite hand of the game. Block with Leave No Witnesses, Kiss of Death, Stains, send Chelicera, flick, set up Take Up the Mantle for an endgame win. Alternatively, I could send Leave No Witnesses and take 4 here, but I think I've kind of lost my right to keep that line. Oh my god. 29 plays 28. I am getting rolled. That's all 3 sigils. I'm going to clear this. I've been holding it for a while, so they might have suspicions on what it is. They're probably going to get a ward out and get 2 extra value from it from preventing the Kiss of Death flick. Yep. I'm expecting D-Reacts here. Which one am I expecting? They have 2 shelters left, 1 sink. They might be on Fates. Two card 7. No, 3 card 7. Math. I can't believe I missed on that cut value. That was so dumb. I knew I had a reason. I was like, I'm sending Kiss of Death this turn. I just completely forgot. Don't do that in real games. Yep, it's sync. The fact that they still have 2 Phantasmaclasms left in deck, they still have their Gone in the Flash in Arsenal. I'm not expecting to win this game at this rate. If I do, I'll be at 1 or 2 health with like some huge power turns or something like that. But it's not looking good. Will probably have to be some kind of mass play, but I can't really do Black of Widow plays against this deck because of how they can prevent flicks. We will see. Could be a Take Up the Mantle line, could be Spreading Plague. Oh boy, this is a hand. Why do I keep drawing my codexes when I can't convert my arsenal? It's not fair. I complain. Okay, this is where hyperinflation is awkward. So I think the play to keep threats in deck is hyperinflation first, then Hunter's Clave pitching Relentless, then Chelicera, and then I most likely pitch to T-Tox and save Codex for second cycle. Could be wrong here, though. It could be pitch Codex to Clave, Relentless Pursuit, Kiss of Death, T-Tox. Could be... Yeah, that opens up the slot. But then I don't get a hyperinflation. Not... Oh, okay, so alternatively, instead of sending Chelicera, I could send Kiss of Death with T-Tox behind it. That would require 2 resources off the hyperinflation, which can be paid for with the Codex. Cool. I'm hoping to get a block off this. Anytime someone blocks Clave, it's like, I got 1 card. No block. Instant, perhaps? All right, this changes things. I think I send Kiss of Death now. I'm probably arsenaling. So it's hyperinflation. If I hyperinflation, I cannot Kiss of Death. I do have Tunic. This might be used Tunic to do like leak a lot of damage, Arsenal Codex. I think that's what I'm gonna do. The fact that they didn't block there kind of hints that they're like holding something back. Some D-Reacts, perhaps. And this means I likely am about to get a lot of hyperinflation value. I assume Kiss of Death T-Tox will steal tempo, which means I should have a better Codex turn next turn. I do, just like we started with, have CNC and Death Touch in graveyard, so I do have a very powerful setup in there. It's very possible I was supposed to send Chelicera and T-Tox it. I'm not sure. I kind of like this line more. They fucked up the order of this. Yep. they have been gracious enough to let me undo. I will let them undo. Alternatively, I might AB here and Arsenal. I mean, that makes sense that they're doing this. Then they get a Frodius. Yep. Crack flow. Deal 4 arcane damage to me this turn. I think I'm going to just go with my normal line and send a Kiss of Death. Because they will still be marked, so I can still get the go again, which should look threatening to them. Again, I still am losing pretty bad here. I wonder if I was supposed to bring Sigil of Solace to prevent this kind of play pattern. Wait, they have go again. Congrats, you know my arsenal. It might be Chalicer instead. Chalicer is the most efficient. I'm going to send Chalicer. Pitching Codex. If they... Yeah. Hyperinflation not looking the best here. Depends on what the rest of their hand is. Still have all my codexes left in deck. I'm arsenaling Tarantula if they present no blocks because I have Tunic up. I'm going to use Tarantula. I will use Tarantula for 7 value. Thank you very much. Given the fact that they only have 1 floating, I feel like they want to Frodius and not use a D-React here. Also, I know they have Gone the Flash in the arsenal. We did it! We did damage! We're so up! I now know they're on red corrosives, which is terrifying, because now they can just kind of kill me. Oh boy. And now I can give them back a corrosive or let them draw a card. I have Spreading Plague here, Orb Weaver. I think I just kind of have to give them their 1-card 5. I don't think it matters if they draw a card because we know that's gone in the flash. So it's, chances are they can't convert the top card of their deck. So the draw isn't really worth anything. I get to Tunic, send Chelicera. No, Orb Weaver, Tunic, Chelicera, T-Tox behind it, Spreading Plague behind that. Alternatively, I can Spreading Plague Hunters. Yeah, I'm just going to take 5. I need to play to win. And I think giving them an instance back from their graveyard is not playing to win. Yep, as predicted, the draw did not work. I'm going to send Clave first because this lets me flick Chelicera, create the Orb Weaver, send the Orb Weaver. I'm hoping this gets go again because then I'm going to follow up with Leave No Witnesses and get that God of the Flash out of their arsenal. Something very interesting to note about this game is they have 18 cards left in deck and I have 24. That is unfortunate. I will flick to remove one of those. If I brought Sigils in, I don't know if I would have lost this game. So I might start bringing Sigils into Ziggy. So do we Tunic here? Or do we send Leave No Witnesses? I think we Tunic. What's crazy is I only brought 1 D-React and I've been bricking hard this game. Oh no, it's the second corrosive. Who could have guessed? This does really mess up my turn because I definitely do not get the T-Tox value here. Okay, so there's an interesting line where I go, I'm not going to be pitching the Arcane, and I pop Stalkers and then send Leave No Witnesses. They do have the Shelter Prevention still up. 1, 2, 3. This will still cover it. I would probably need the T-Tox if I do that. I think I'd rather just AB the Aphrodisias coming in. With Leave No Witnesses. Yep. That I will take. And then you will send a Proteus. I will AB that. Sad. They will probably follow up with Gone in the Flash. Nope. That is really bad for me. Like, really bad. Unfortunately, I drew my 0 for 4 right after using Tunic. So the only way to cover this is with Enlightened Strike. If I go to 2, I'm basically dead no matter what happens. This is a pretty awful hand for this spot. It's probably... Okay, so it's... Yeah, it's just give it to them. Sucks. I'm probably pitching Cup from the same class as Essentialist. Stardust Spike, that makes sense. Because they're just trying to kill me with damage at this point, and I just don't have the pressure. I'm doing like 3-card 7s. Alright. Let's see. Alright, 3 go again. The hope is they block Chisra and I gotta convert my arsenal. But this game's looking pretty doomed. I just did too much damage to cover. Because of Ominous Excavation, I realized that they do have an anti-fatigue plan with Gone in the Flash. So if I were going for fatigue, like hypothetically I brought in my 2 sigils, the plan would be to set up a line with Codex such that no matter what happens, they lose their last Gone in the Flash. And if that were to happen, I do think I would win. But I did not bring in sigils. Which the Sephrodius version puts me in a word fork, because I really don't want sigils. They should just take this. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. If they get a Senefrodi, I know they have Stardust Spike, which I assume they're going to be using here. I guess not. Just going to play just going to play Gone in the Flash. Oh, look! It's my mark cards! I found them! Where have you been? Oh, God. Okay. What is my line? Pitch, Clave, Tricera. Alternatively, block with and just accept they're not going to be marked, but like I kind of need a mass soon or I'm going to lose. I think I'm blocking with hyperinflation. Am I? I have scar tissue. Too many reacts. Hyperinflation showing to be really awkward in this game so far. I think there were spots where it would have been really good, but just not so far. Just the anti-synergy with the reacts that is so rough. Damn, I said like I set these up in graveyard in the first turn and I never got a good spot to use it. I'm expecting to die from this. It's going to be amp 2, 4, I'll take 3. Oh, he's going to do it on this turn. I'm just going to take the 4. Or 3, right? Because of the way of the fucking Stardust Spike and the fact that he has one Lightning Flow left, if I had Sigil, this would not be a problem. But because of that, I think I need to Scar Tissue this. No. I'm just going to save Relentless for AB. Yeah, so Graphing, Scar Tissue, pitch Relentless, AB1. I've resolved no T-Toxes this game. Ugh, for 6. Except for that one. So 1. And that is where all this damage came from. I feel like this game shows how like one major mistake will often kind of doom you in Mario. That mistake with the cut from the same cloth, was massively affected my next turn. Because if I didn't do that, yeah. Yeah, I think I do get to cover this with Relentless. So I don't actually die here. Again, I actually think this Ziggy is misplaying. Oh, I do die here because it's 2-2 instead of... Yeah. No reason to use my stuff. Maybe 1, and then... Because they have it, it is exact lethal. Oh wait, no it isn't. What am I doing? What am I talking about? There's an argument I was supposed to Scar Tissue there. I don't think so. I need to keep the marks up. Oh boy. This hand is not good. Their things are tapped. Probably just sends Gone in the Flash. Finally forces Mask. Then I'm going to Kiss of Death. This all depends on what this Mask Flip is. Do I give Codex? The mark gives Go again, then I Tunic and get the Flick. I don't think I can win this game if I give Codex. I don't think it's possible. Just be him. Wow. This does mean I do have to discard the Codex. But this is like this is where I would pop Stalkers. I really wish I wasn't at 1. I'm gonna die here. But, well, let's see. How many corrosives do you have left? All Unwindings have been used. 2 Stardust Spikes. 3 corrosives. If they don't have... This might be a bait, and I just Arsenal Codex to threaten the God in the Flash. If they don't have a way to do Arcane left in deck, I might still win. As long as I can take out that God in the Flash. Which, I guess, if they have Arcane, I die anyway, so maybe I do Stalkers here. It might be Stalkers, Codex, Leave No Witnesses, depending on how they block. Ugh. All right. Let's see. They have 11 cards left in deck. All right. Do I T-Tox before blocks? They still have a Sync left. I'm pretty sure that Sync is in hand. So instead, I'm going to send Graphene, and I'll put the T-Tox on Graphene instead. Meaning I'm not Codexing this turn. It could be a Codex on their mark, so I get Go again. So I actually do get a Codex this turn. But I still might not, weirdly enough. Ah, yeah, that will... that will lose me the game. I cannot beat another Circular Flow Tide. If I had 1 Sigil in my deck, I do. But unfortunately, that is definitely game. So do I run Sigil into Ziggy? That's basically what I want to know here. What do they? They still have cosmic dualities. They had shelter, sink, one gone, and ominous. I think if I played this just a little more cleaner, this is not close, like at all. Interesting. What do I have left? I have still have my codexes. I have so much power left in deck. They're gonna have to start blocking eventually. All right, let's update the Ziggy sideboard. See if there's something I want to change about it. So, the problem with bringing in sigils is that if I play into the fatigue version, I'm just like, it doesn't really do anything. And I kind of need to bring in a trap just in case. I think you don't run sigil. You need the damage to kill Ziggy's ward. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. It's just if you run into the Aphroditeus version, you do just kind of get a free win if you bring in sigils. Like in that matchup, I can play a lot greedier if I knew I had sigils left in deck. So I guess I just bring one trap in, probably layer the spider. That one it wouldn't matter. They never sent go again. But the other version it does. And we do run into that other version sometimes. Maybe it is Den, actually. It's probably Den. It is Den. I'm gonna trust my gut on this. And just say that was an unfortunate game. Hyperinflation really underperformed there. And Lightning Strike felt good as always. I still think we just kind of have to take hyperinflation, as it frequently just completely blows out the other version where you just send it first and you're like, please use every card in your hand right now. And they do, and then you clear their entire board as a result. Okay. Let's play another. I guess I'll start my own game. Anyone have any other thoughts on that? That was a weird game. Obviously, the cut into Kiss the Death line was a huge mistake. I don't know if I win regardless, but it did lead into potentially losing. Like, the down value of that play might have been like 10 to 15. I hate this matchup. This is the actual matchup I'm scared of ever since Victor left. I'm terrified of Inset. I'm going to hit him with the thinking. I'm on more traps now, so do I change my trap plan? Duplo, stop. That guy. I think this is right. Codex of Blood Rot. 1 second. My dog has lost office privileges. I don't think hyperinflation. I was thinking hyperinflation might be worth it. Is like to stop the D-react, like Sigil of Suffering, and the one when it's 4 and creates a rune chant. If you have a rune chant, it's free. I'm just gonna trust my sideboard. Thank God my sideboard had Stalker Step. The amount of time I've clicked a matchup and it didn't have Stalker Step. Just run all your blue block 3. Don't run hyper. Coward. Run hyper. It'll always hit. Oh, man. They're doing me in. Okay. Pitching Codex here. Codex bad early in the game. Am I up sticks and running, or am I saving up sticks and run? Yeah, I know that. I know you, turtle. Jacob the turtle. So that Flick Clave. Do I even want a Flick Clave? So I do this. Arsenal up sticks, send Enlightened Strike. That gives me the flick. And then the setup on the next turn, so I can mask into the thing if I want to. You think I Arsenal E-Strike? I think I Arsenal up sticks. Interesting. All right. Oh, wait. I'm sending all. Up sticks. Because the math here is slightly worse, as I'm sending 6 damage. Wait, yeah. I guess I leave the mark. Click. And then, like, why did I relentless if I'm gonna pursuit afterwards? Yeah, but now I just have... Now I'm just... actually, I'm not even resolving relentless. I'm just passing. I have the AB for next turn. Oh, wow. What a hand. Which one is this? I'm not blocking this. This is too good of a hand. It's going to be, because of that Saver, Scar Tissue. No way to give it go again. It's going to be Saver, pitch Relentless to Hunter's Clave, see what I draw, and then decide from there. Unfortunately, Relentless is not great here. I totally forgot that I had an on-hit. Punished. I was supposed to block with Relentless and Mask. Probably lose this game because of that. Yeah, definitely lose this game because of that, yeah. Oh well. This game will be over soon. We learned our lesson. I really struggle on Talishar paying attention to like non-attack actions that create on-hits. This does not happen in real games for me. Oof. Now I have to transform the trapdoor. What do I even do here? This is so bad. Yeah, this is like so bad. We're supposed to mask there, transform into Black Widow or something. Whatever. Banish the Relentless. Be sad about it. Lose the game. Hope they break. They can break. Very low chance they break, though, because they obviously... Did they lose life this turn? I don't remember if they resolved. Ah, yeah, I've lost. Understood. Understood. I have lost. Now it's just Cassida Saver. Could we Scar Tissue? No, it's Saver. Do nothing with the draw. Sad. Main take versus if they never use Rio where you block any and all deathly if you can, it fuels their turns. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, obviously I made a mistake there. I just passed. Okay. What am I doing? I'm probably maybe sending Leave No Witnesses, but that kind of like helps them in a weird way. Okay, so they managed to get something. I'm probably blocking with 2 cards and then sending each strike for 7. Okay. Given the life totals, like last turn would have went hugely different. The question is if I go for draw a card or not. I think I kind of need the high roll here, so I'm going to go draw a card. See if I can just hit. Not a bad draw. They get crowned to fix their brick. Makes sense. Oh, hitting me with the coal. I mean, honestly, that is fine. Although it probably makes their turn good. I'm going to guess they're going to try and turn on Elegant Eulogy by paying their own life. What? Second coal. Need an undo there. And then thinking. So the question here is, am I discarding Shelter? I think I am. I'm discarding Shelter, and I think I'm blocking with Relentless Pursue, and then I'm marking them and arsenaling Scar Tissue and say go again to turn on Mask. Yep. Shelter is a very good card in this matchup. Who would have thunk? Playing with Relentless. I don't think this goes to Fatigue. I'd rather have the instant speed trick. Oh my god, we're so up. Mark them. Pass. Do it again. This turn I do not have a blue, so I am getting cold. I'm probably just blocking with my whole hand as much as I can, but depends. Ooh. Did not expect them to do this. They will be taking 2. So if this is what they're doing, what am I doing? I think I'm Orb Weaver, Tunic. Alternatively, I could Tunic here, block 2, send Kiss of Death. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I can Scar Tissue it. So Tunic. Unless I'm missing something, this should be 2 cards blocked, and then I get an Orb Weaver, Kiss of Death. Don't lose my arsenal. They take another 3 damage. We're so up. You can punt, and Vincent can just lose the game to their own bad draws. It's so easy. And they're going to lose an extra life from Tarantula. Just high roll. So would suck if they have a D-React here, but it's whatever. It's chance. That thing's been stuck in there for a while. Woo. All right. They are low enough now that if they don't get a good turn soon, I'm going to start threatening a kill. Sigil. Am I giving Mask? Or am I just blocking this out, making them take 2 more damage and arsenaling Sigil of Souls? I think I'm just blocking this out, saying take damage, move on with my life. I want to keep blues in deck in case I get a shuffle later. I could Mask here and keep a card, but like, what is that doing exactly? This basically is like blocking. Oh, I'm getting Spellbound Creepers here. Makes sense. Succumb. Interesting. I have Mask here. So unless they send like a lot of damage. Oh, this is... So hilariously, I do think I give Flick Knives here. It's too much value. This is worth like 8 value off blocking like this. I don't really need Flick Knives to win at this point because they're going to go to 6. Or did that give Go Again? Oh, it gives Go Again. But Flail didn't have Go Again. We still have Vexing, block Flick. Oh, that's so funny. Get fucked. I did it, boys. The Sigil play happened. Yeah, Flick is not that important. I agree. So that coal was completely wasted. They have Revel. They are going to be able to hit. That's fine. And yep, I have taken damage, so I don't really want to Mask here. I'm just going to take my damage. Move on to the next turn. Wait, is this a new combat chain? Gain health equal to the number of heroes who have lost life. I've already taken damage. It's fine. That is one of the most unfortunate turns I've seen from them. Obviously, they do get full tempo. They could come back here. But I'll just hit Trapdoor and high roll them. It's that easy. Just hit Trapdoor. What are you guys doing? I have Mark of... This is a very fun spot where Mark of the Black Widow is very high value. I'm not giving Tunic here, but 6 is awkward. I'm probably blocking Scar Tissue. Probably Shred Inertia. Pitch Scar Tissue. They could still have, like, something in hand so they can... Hold up. I don't want them to be able to Blood Moon for free. This is interesting. Yeah, this Vincent is low rolling. Pitch Shred. Block with Scar Tissue, Mask, and Inertia Trap. Flip into Black Widow. Send Mark of the Black Widow. Alternatively, I pitch Scar Tissue and just block Inertia Trap, Shred. I think that's the play. Just one banish, which isn't like the best in the world, but if they send another attack, I now have Mask of Deceit open as a block. But considering they pitch from hand, I don't think they're going to follow up. They're going to take 2 Blood Debt, and then I'm going to go, you are going to banish a card. Which, considering the amount of Blood Debt they have, I'm just kind of in the spot where I can just block out. Interesting. You think I sent Schlister with Scar. I think I sent Mark of the Black Widow with Stains. Because they're at 2 Blood Debt, like, they're going to go down to 1 card in hand. It's not that great for them. And then... Did you get a Funeral Moon? I did not think about that. I'm not going to send. I'm going to leave the Tunic up for covering Rune Chance potentially. Chelly does threaten T-Tox. That's right. Yeah. I see the line. I was thinking just like up their Blood Debt at this point. Banishing is helpful for them. In that case, because they had Funeral Moon, I do not do that. All right, so can I just take this at this point? What am I scared of? Succumb would suck. All 3 Coals are gone, but Succumb would really suck. I have Tunic up, so I do have a Chalicer play. So I'm going to at least stop the Rune Chance. I think I just take this 6 and then do cut, Tunic, Chalicer. Alternatively, I just play efficiently and I block 6. And I'm just like, whatever. It's not... T-Tox kind of wins me the game, though. What's up? My opponent wants to chat. Here. Shall we see? So true. He got me. Next game, he's going to draw his go again. Yeah, I think I'm just blocking. T-Tox is a good card, but like I'm threatening lethal next turn off Tunic and cut. I also get to see their hand, which is like very good value. The only thing that sucks about not having Flick anymore is this is a spot where I would love to mark them. Oh, if you click these, they go away? Neat. Whatever. Oh, do not do that, please. They did not hit me with Arcane, Jacob. I pitched to take up the mantle to stop it. That's why I still have Tunic counter. I probably would have won here if I kept the T-Tox. But what trick could they have done that letting them hit for 3 there would have prevented a win here? I'm just trying to think. Like, what could they have done? I don't think there really is another card left in deck. I mean, they could have Funeral Mooned. They don't have... So I think I was supposed to keep T-Tox. No, they're out of Coals. They've used all 3 Coals in their deck. So there's no Banish off the top. There's nothing they can do to get Cole unless there's some banished from graveyard thing I'm forgetting about. Oh, neat. New thing. It actually tells you where it got all its buffs. Yeah, so I should have kept T-Talk. T-Talk's guarantees a win here. Yes, Succumb would have, but Succumb would have had to hit with the Arcane, which I already AB'd. So I'm thinking, like, after the AB, what do? You don't have Go Again. How do you get Go Again on this? Is there any, like, instant speed way to do it? I don't think there is, unless Funeral Moon allows them to get a Go Again, an action point. Yeah, they just need boots. Yeah, trying their Go Again while at 2 life is not ideal. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you want to draw it earlier. Ooh. Paying the life. This is going to have Go Again coming in for 6. If I just AB that... they have Deathly Row follow-up for 3. So it's 3, 9, 12, 17. Wow. I need to block with 2 cards. I think I want to keep Codex. This might kill me. I think I have to take this. In fact, I do have to take this. I do not have a choice. I forgot they did the Vincent ability. Whatever. At this point... Oh, right. The Rune Chants are gone now, so they cannot send Whale at the moment. They will not die currently. Now I could get Succumbed. Never lucky. Oh, they do have the Deathly Whale. So this, I Codex to pitch. And then I Mask to save life. And Tunic, actually. And then I High Roll. Told you. Just have it. Just have it. Just have it. Just kidding. This is actually dog shit. It was Succumb. What card are you going to take? Yeah, we called it Succumb. That makes sense. They should probably take Codex here. Codex is the best card in my hand. Forces me to have a really bad line. I might lose. Given where my health is at, it's possible I wasn't supposed to pitch Codex there, is not pitching Codex leaves the Saver cut Codex line alive. Oh boy. So the thing is, they don't have Rune Chants. They don't have any cards in the grave. And I'm going to take... They need to take Codex here. It is the correct call. I'm going to take 2 cards from them at least. They do have Tunic up. Oh, that's my bad. I thought they were resolving the trigger. Yes. They have... what are the 1 cost... Are there any 1 cost attacks in Vincent? They need, like... They need specifically they need specifically Deadwood Dirge in their hand. Oh, following up with Flail. That makes sense. Gives Go Again. That blows us out. All right. Let's hope they break. They could have Funeral Moon. And they could pay life now. I don't... Did he not draw it? So yeah, pitching that Codex. Oh, he just GG'd. He drew a Runechant hand. Yeah, wait. So banish that, create a Runechant. Yeah, only has 3. So instead they would banish Shadow Puppetry or something. And then Deadwood Dirge it for 3, Arsenal Mauvrin Skies, and then I draw Command and Conquer, Take of the Mantle, Mark of the Black Widow, and Spreading Plague. And then I gotta do... Yeah, then I just gotta send my hand. Alright, that was awfully piloted by me. But it is what it is. Sometimes you pilot games awfully and you still win. 11:50. I can play one more. Yeah, it was that turn I was supposed to block. But let's find Ziggy run back. I'm gonna go second again. Boop. Have my 70. So D-reacts are basically out. Just sending pressure. Let's see if this goes better. Hyperinflation is definitely in the iffy spot for me. It would be Incision if it wasn't Hyperinflation, I believe, as I do want that to be a 3-block spot. But it's just like, it's just good into like Jarls, specifically good into Syndra, Asilium. This is a hand I am happy to block with. This is the Reality Refractor version, so let's see how this goes. Are they just attacking with this? They're going to make me pitch? That's so sad. What am I pitching with here? Codex is a pitch card, and I would like to keep a pitch card, preferably. Enlightened Strike converts. It's CNC, as much as it makes me sad. I like CNC as a target, but this hand is rough without it. Oof. Okay. So it's going to be Enlightened Strike, Flick, Hunter's Clave, Orb Weaver, Kiss of Death. I'm pretty sure. Alternatively, I pitched a Hunter's Clave, Flick, Orb Weaver, Kiss of Death, Arsenal, Enlightened Strike. I think I like that line better. Keeps Kiss of Death in deck. I think I'm going to Arsenal Orb Weaver instead. And send Enlightened Strike this turn. Just send as much pressure as possible. Get a 3-block off it. We're so happy. Flick. See if I just take it from them. Yep. Awesome. So now the question... Yeah, I'm just going to E-Strike here. This E-Strike for 7 is the best mode. Very happy with that. Ooh, they have a hand that converts. I really hope it's not CNC. I'd be sad if it's CNC. Ah, that makes sense. I'm going to take 9. Based on what this hand is, I assume they're putting Kiss of Death on the bottom. And then I'm going to draw Death Touch, and they're going to crash out. Fuck. Yeah, this kind of sucks. It's probably block 6 and 7. Save Orb Weaver for the turn that Tunic's up. Yep. This is where E-Strike... Ooh. That's painful. God damn. 4-card 14. I still am a strong belief my health total hardly matters in this matchup. All that matters is setting up and doing big turns. And as long as I do it faster than them, I will win. Fortunately, this is not one of those turns. E-Strike showing its insane value here. Completely fix that hand that they messed up. So yeah, I probably get Starbreeze here and 2 blocks if I had to guess. Then they set an Aura Reality Refractor. I take 5, and then I do my big turn. And if they have Ripple Away, I am really sad. Are they racing me or is it D-React? It's D-React, okay. The daddy is thinking. All right, deal 2. We're playing mid-range. It's Florian. This deck's Florian if you squint. Oh, shit. This is a hand. I don't know if I resolve Savor Bloodshed on this hand, though. 0 for 5, and I can't do anything about that. Yeah, you got it. Phantasmaclasm follow-up would be really fucked up. All right, do I block with Under the Trapdoor here? I think I'd rather send Clave to potentially turn on Hunter, turn on the Clave, because I can Scar Tissue, Savor, or do the whole thing. If they de-react it, I'm down bad. In that case, I don't Savor, I Arsenal Savor, and save it for the next turn. Let's attack. Throw in the 1. If they have a D-React, I'm sad. For the side events of Vegas, should I bring Chain, Dromai, or Blaze? Cash and Gravy is also an option. You know it has to be Cash and Gravy. That's so spicy. Of course it's Cash and Gravy. I mean, I'm just fine with this. Give me your Gone in the Flash. Sure. Why not? Ripple Away and I Cry. Awesome. So this is going to be double Scar Tissue. Arsenal Savor for next turn, and then I'm going to have to Savor with Tunic Line. Would be sad if it's CNC. Oh my god, I did it. I marked a Ziggy. Very high chance I mass next turn, and use that as a huge tempo shift, or I hit Black Widow and say, why would I ever need to mask? Holy shit, we're getting Lightning Greaved. Okay, we're getting Lightning Greaved. Turn 3, by the way. What about Cash and Max? Holy shit. You could convert your Hyperdriver. Wait, are Hyperdrivers red? You could convert your blue Hyperdrivers with the gold. I really want a Hyperinflation next turn. I kind of want to... So what's the line? I'm going to hit him with the thinking. So they're doing 16 this turn, by the way. So at least 16. So it would be Savor. If I do Hyper, I lose out on the draw, which is not good. I don't like that. So I'm probably blocking with Hyperinflation, sadly. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, you have to pitch for it. Okay, that makes this much better. So let me just because I want to discard Den potentially to Black Widow. This will have Go again. I want to follow up with Pain. So it's Savor, discard Den. I do have Reaper's Call. So Hyperinflation actually is not bad. Oh, God. Okay, rules question. The instant does not... get affected by hyperinflation. I'm like 99% sure. And I'm going to play it like it doesn't. Having the crackle is pretty good here to get 2 action points. Because then you get a reality refractor too. Oh, you're going to keep the Gauntlet Flash in Arsenal. Okay. Not the worst situation. So it's Saver. Something to note is that I'm not going to be able to paint on this turn, so it's probably ending up in Arsenal. It is being discarded. Okay, awesome. So then the play is I'm going to be pitching. I'm going to Tunic, Chelicera, discard Reapers, activate Black Widow. If they're still blocking enough, then I flick and try to get over through flick. It does suck I don't get a mask, but this is a lot of pressure and should at least steal tempo. Given their deck is like 99% instance, surely this cooks them. Surely. Oh my god. So the other option is I just flick here. Actually, no, that's not an option. They could just have all 3 blocks, and I'm kind of down bad. They also get the resource to pay for one of them. All right. I'm not expecting the draw here. Because I got a D-react. I'm expecting 2 blocks. I react. Discard Reapers. And they cover it, and I Arsenal Pain. So expecting 3 cards here. But I think I'm down pretty bad. Maybe this wasn't the line. I don't know. Do you guys think this was a correct line? Before we see their blocks? Because I could have sent Chelicera with Go again instead. I could have discard Reapers first. This is a little trickier. Yeah, if I discarded Reapers first, I guarantee the Go again. Which is pretty good. But this makes them play towards having to pitch a card. I don't know. Hyperinflation just keeps feeling awkward. I might replace it with Incision. I'm just kind of scared about my Syndra and Jarl matchup. Ooh, they're giving it to me. I guess I should have Stalkers there, because now the draw's not worth anything. Misplay. Lost 4 damage because of that. So yeah, I was supposed to discard Reapers first and just give them perfect information. Yeah. Or they'll just let me convert my hand. Okay. I would rather have an Arsenal that converts. I still have Mask. I'm blocking with my whole hand here. Congrats, you get tempo. All these are 3 blocks. It doesn't matter. Blocking with everything. And then passing. Gone the Flash is much worse now because of the fact that they don't have Lightning Greaves. Yeah. I think the correct play there was Savor Bloodshed, send Chelicera for 5. I think. Is that math right? Yeah, for 5. Black Widow it. Yeah. Would I rather send Meet Madness next turn or leave no witnesses? It's also Stains. It's also send Pain and Arsenal one of these cards. We drawn to CNC Trust. We drawn to leave no witnesses. Yeah, you got it. Have your tempo. But if I send Saver into Pain, Pain hits first and we don't get the draw. Unless you're just like, send Saver first for the damage. Send it for the damage. Okay, that would make sense, actually. Then in that case, it's Pain into Saver, because you want to limit information. We probably get Crown here. Which is, or if we get D-React, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. So they should be like 4 HP lower or have not sent that turn. Ooh, another Saver. That doesn't work because they are not marked. And a Take Up. That does not work because they are not marked. I drew my resource cards. I'm pretty happy to just kind of sit back and block at this point. Another Phantasmaclasm hurts. Yeah, makes sense. Giving these two. They will break eventually. Give them Spreading Plague. And then I'm sending Pain, Arseling Saver. Yep. I don't think this is fair. I am making some pretty aggressive mistakes here. I'm also not resolving like any of my power cards, which is kind of crazy. Like they've resolved both their Lightning Greaves by turn 3 and 2 Phantasmaclasms. It's not like, it's not great, but it should be relatively even. Like, and then they're getting hands that convert, which again just means I'm taking a backseat right now. It might be a blind mass turn. Because I do have Cut, Mark, Relentless, Tunic, Tlicera, that's 9 with Shred behind it. Probably blocking with Mark of the Black Widow. Yeah, we have not seen a Haze Bending. I'm gonna mask here. Okay, sure. There's the Haze Bending. And unfortunately, so this means we do have to pitch this turn. We don't really have a choice because I need to clear that Haze Bending. So it will be pitch Shred, send Hunter's Clave at Fate. No, it's not that. Relentless. Cut from the same cloth. Should have cut first. Holy shit. We're not getting through this turn. Since we are not getting through this turn, I don't think I'm resolving Saver. This at least makes our 4 blocks a little more awkward. I'm not threatening Arsenal, unfortunately. Oh, wait, was I supposed to Graphene first? This guarantees they stay marked. If I Graphene first, it has Go again. Comes in for 6. I could Saver it to pump it to 10. Nah, this is fine. This clears Haze Bending. Tunic? What are you tunicking for? Oh, that makes sense. I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I did this right. Yeah. And then we just take out the Haze Bending. Yep. And then I hope I get a Resolve Saver. We've seen no Kiss of Deaths. Surely we get to send one soon. Hey, there it is. With Detox. Probably blocking 6. Or 4. This screams they have the Go Again aura. I didn't see it, but it's probably an Arsenal. Given that they're marked, I want to follow up with Leave No Witnesses, not Mark of the Black Widow. So here we go. Save or Kiss of Death, T-Tox. Let's hope it hits. They have the go again one, we probably lose. All right, do the thing. Do the thing. Oh, it's Nourishing Glow. Okay. So no action point at the moment. But I am down 9. Which is roughly the Lightning Greaves power. We finally get to do a power turn here. I will probably Stalkers here if I have to follow this up, as it is time for me to send pressure. Because of Death for 8, which is really, what, 14? So if I recall correctly, they should have one more D-React in Arsenal right now. So we do not need to Kiss of Death here. They let this hit, and then we get our draw. I am happy with that as well. But yep, there's the sync, as we remembered. And then we get a T-Tox, and I think another D-React still doesn't cover this, if my math's correct. No, another D-React does cover this. So they high roll us, they high roll us. Woo. They had it. So do we Stalkers, or do we Flick? Because Flick will remove 1. How many Orb Weavers do we have left? 2 Orb Weavers left in deck. Tunic is up. How many pick up the points? All pick up the points left in deck. I'm going to Flick Clave here. Four pieces of Retrieve left in deck. So I think I Flick Hunters as a result. The odds I draw a Retrieve is very high right now. Either this turn, the next turn, or the turn after that. I have Tunic, so I'm going to probably be sending a Chalissa return anyway next turn. Jesus Christ. Okay. You got it. Whatever, man. Send your 5 damage. I'm not Stalker stepping that. Oh my god. You fucking kidding me? I don't have a blue. This hand is actually... oh wait, this hand's gas. The only problem is I can't retrieve it. I just send Chalissa for 17. I have to take this 4. This is both an insanely incredible hand and so tragic because I am now off Claves the rest of the game. So this is what I meant by, like, where is our power? We found it. We found our power. Okay, so arguably, I keep one of the Upsticks and runs, send it into Arsenal for next turn. I do think this is actually the correct line. Because I think I'm taking their whole hand regardless. Oh, I don't have Go again. Fuck. That's true. I don't need Clave if I can kill them. What's their hand? We got Okay, they have Phantasmaclasm. I do kind of just need to send it. All right. Stalker steps into Leave No, most likely. Oh, no, it has Go again. What am I talking about? They can block 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sending... This is very important to know the math here. Yeah. So 8. Currently I'm sending... They're blocking 8. I'm sending 12, 13, 17, 21 with this. I don't get their full hand even if I Upsticks here, but I'm just going to just do it. We're going to learn if I get punished here what happens. I'm just trying to keep them off sending Phantasmaclasm. That if they had a weaker hand, I do not resolve the Upsticks. If they had a weaker hand, but because they specifically have Phantasmaclasm in hand, I do have to send everything. I cannot let them resolve a Phantasmaclasm while I'm at 2. And if they do, there's a chance I need to give Tunic next turn. If that had a Saver in it, that would have been insane. Saver would have went crazy here. So now they have to do the math. So they have, what is it? Calming Gesture requires a pitch. They do not have it. They have 2. So they have 10 block total. And I'm sending 21. They were going to take 11. If they don't block with Phantasmaclasm, they would take... How much are they taking? Let's just look at what their hand was. So to keep Phantasmaclasm, they would block 3, 4, 5 because of the heal. And then they pitch these 2. So they block 5 on 20. They block 5, but then they have Crown. So 7. 10, 4. I don't think they can. I think they cannot keep Phantasmatasm, but it would require me to go off Clave. Oh, no. They're going to be at 1 or 2, basically. That's a very good point about Cosmic Dualities. They have used 3, but there's 1 in yellow, so kind of have to keep that in mind. 2 is pretty scary. I do think this Ziggy has had some very good sequence, like some very good early game luck. The Lightning Greaves was very, very good. The only thing they really didn't get this game was the what's the card? Haze Bending? Didn't get many Haze Bendings out, but I don't think Haze Bending is that big of a deal for us because it's just like worth 1 damage in a lot of instances. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. As predicted, they block 7. Oh, they are giving us a Phantasmaclasm. So they are just saying, you got it. You can have it. And then I want to clear Arsenal to leave room for Codexes. Something to note is they don't know what our Arsenal is, and if this is a Codex, they would they could get absolutely cooked, which I think is what they were doing, because they kept their instants so that they could play them out in case this was a Codex. God, just hit the Ripple away. We're so good at the game. Now we're going to draw Orb Reaver. There's the Codex. All right, so they get to play... Oh, they crowned into that. Mm-hmm. What is the play? We cannot go to 1. I really want a Codex, but I don't see how we Codex here. Block. Do I have a CNC? I do not. Is it just Codex and leave no witnesses? Discard Black Widow? As like a tempo play? Alternatively... I could just send Chelicera and like bluff, but if they don't take the bluff, I like lose the game on the spot. I mean, this was such an insane draw for them. I mean, they don't know it, but I still have 2 poppers in deck too, so the chances I had one here is decently high. I think I'm just Codexing. Oops. Sorry. Mental block with Scar Tissue. Just in case there's a follow-up I'm blanking on. Block. Block? Yeah. This is in case they pass, as I know they have an instant, and I don't really want them to resolve an instant. Ah, we've lost the game. I can't codex here because if I do, they get Phantasmaclasm. I send Leave No Witnesses. They block with 1 card and Phantasmaclasm me. So this is a bad spot for us. We just hope they draw hands that can't convert, and we build up Tunic. The problem is we know they still have Haze Bendings left in deck, so they play 1 Haze Bending, and we're down pretty bad. Drew a T-Tox, so we're looking to arsenal that. Just be good. Just be good at the game. Oh my god, I needed a blue. Okay, so block Stains. Just drawing all of the retrieval on the wrong turns. I think I'm doing this, sending Meat Madness. Arsenaling T-Tox for the turn that I have Tunic up. They just pitched 2 D-Reacts, so they should be low on them. Stardust Spike is scary because now if they draw the Amp one, we lose T-Tox. I still just send it anyway. We are definitely in a losing spot. We have been all this game. The fact that it's this close says something. Like, I've resolved 1 T-Tox. And noticing how close this game is, this was because I did not send Pain in the backside. I send Pain in the backside, and this does not happen. Which is, good. Get out of the way now. This screams to me that they have Cosmic Duality and we're about to lose. That is another way we lose. That is, in fact, so unfortunate. Yep, that'll do it. Yep. You got it. GG. Another game I wish I had Citadel of Solace. I knew we played CNC at the beginning of the game. But yeah, rough game. What do you guys think? Was it just the pain in the backside turn, or is there anything else? We'll play one more. All right, one more game. Hyperinflation felt awkward again. Rhinar this time. Locked in going first. Into Rhinar. I just want hands that convert. But I probably want at least 1 trap in the deck. I'll just up my blues. Sure. Sigil's only good in those late game situations. Early game, I feel like it hurts from the game plan. Yeah, I agree. Oh my god. I can't let them leak, right? Like, I have to give Kiss a Death Saver and just be really sad about it. And then they follow up and they leak like potentially 8 damage here. Or 5. Sure. Rhinar things. And then I'm going to draw no blue and be sad. So it's only good, like, the fact he had triple D-React on your Saver turn hurt. That's bigger than I lost Syndra on my Black Widow Mass turn. I was able to pump to 9, and then he had double D-React. Yep. That is why I like Hyper into Syndra, because you can Arsenal and wait for the Saver turns. This is pretty good. So, do I want to end on an... I won! Oh my god! I did it! I didn't realize I was this good at the game. What the fuck? Why did they surrender? I mean, is this hand that bad? I don't know. I can't evaluate these hands. Whatever. Run it back. Watch ad. Great game. Easy clap. We take those. Yeah, I'm just so iffy on this hyperinflation spot. I might go back to a 1-of again. Just because it's so strong specifically into fatigue, where you can set up a pitch stack that's like pump pump. If you can do this, you do pump 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 codex hyperinflation sorcerer, and it becomes 17 damage where they have to pay for their things. The mirror. I will go second. I did make some changes here. I want layer in. I want den in. I think I want Art of Desire body. Alvin, do you take Art of Desire body into this? And take pick up the points. I need a hint with the thinking. I need to fix this sideboard. I think I don't think I can. I think I'm supposed to cut unmake for hyperinflation. Because you can really catch Mario's on like D-react hands. I'm gonna try it. Okay, you do. Good to know. I'm gonna take out Mark of the Black Widow. I think it's kind of fake. Yeah, 75-ish reds makes me feel. They're on 60. I'm on 65. I can go for a fatigue plan if I want to. I'm probably blocking with these 3 cards. Believe it or not, I don't feel like I want to block with T-Tox. You only bring 1. Okay. Do you bring Mark of the Black Widow? Because I feel like Mark of the Black Widow is kind of worse in this matchup. Yeah, that makes sense. I almost want to run Meat Madness more, because Meat Madness often every mode hits in this matchup, since you can get into fatigue states. While Mark of the Black Widow has like a condition. Alright, so I can block 3 here. If they reacted, I get marked. I can not block here. And then I can Fate Foreseen and cover the mark. But if they do that, the fact that they pitch Codex makes me think they're going to flick. I want to get Leave No Witnesses in the graveyard regardless, so I'm going to do that. Yep, you got it, buddy. Ow. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to do the same thing, but they're going to have Shelter, and I'm going to crash out. Oh, Codex flexibility. That's smart. Block 3. It's an argument I block with T-Tox there. Or Fate Foreseen. Oh! How does this keep... This is the second game in a row that I've had on Mirror Mario where they trapdoor me. Oh my god. Pass. I'm pretty sure I pass. I'm like 99% sure I pass. Jacob or Alvin? Do I pass? Because, like, what do I even do? Right? Like, I pitch Fate, which I need next turn, probably. So I pitch T-Tox and Stains to send Hunters for 1. They get to mask into Orb Weaver, which means they're getting more value than I am. You'd pass? Yeah. Fuck me, dude. They're fatiguing themselves. I'm so up. I'm punished for just, like, not having Shelter. Oh my god, this is so bad. I'm blocking with this hand again. This is exactly what happened in my last Mario game, where I blocked with my resource card and then drew up multiple hands in a row that I could not send any attack to flick. To the point where I'm like, maybe I was supposed to block with T-Tox just to have the fail state online. But do I win this matchup if I block with T-Tox? Okay, I'm blocking there. Maybe I don't block there. I don't know. Cool. Have fun with knowing about my dog shit. I hope they oh my god. Oh my god. How do they have it? How do they have it, boys? Fucking just give them it, and if they T-Tox, I fate. Sure. Now I'm getting fatigued. So when that happens, I consider that the equivalent of them saying, I actually went better second. Oh my god. Yeah, this was like our game we had earlier, where it's just like, okay. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I guess I block 3. Probably with Stains, and if they T-Tox me, I fate. Cool. Now, off Clave, I'm probably blocking with CNC. As I would like to stay off Mark. And this still converts. And I'll just send 7. And play like a mid-rangey game. I'm expecting a follow-up here. I mean, technically, I'm winning the fatigue game. And I have the punish. Even if they have shred, it doesn't matter. CNC here would have been like the, okay, dude, congrats. I want to keep that in deck. I do not want to draw that. Oh, actually, I do want to draw that. My bad. Because I now know I can E-Strike draw card and throw that straight into Arsenal. This also means it is much more likely I have the freedom to flick here in case they block 2, if they draw a brick. I likely would not have chosen draw a card there if it wasn't specifically a reaction, because I'm a little scared of Codex and CNC right now since they have full tempo. Well, I mean, this still gets me if it's off. Wait, actually? Punished! Oh my god. Draw a card is broken. I need to think about that more when I'm playing into Mario. Draw a card is actually the optimal mode to prevent D-Reacts turning on, especially since I knew he had bricked there. I'm probably just giving Frailty Trap here. What happens if I give Frailty Trap here? No, I'm discarding Shelter. Watch them hit me with the no undo. So discard Shelter. That's why we run this card. Specifically for turns like this. And now at least I can pitch to Clave if I have to next turn. And then Scar Tissue it. Alright, I think they have more D-Reacts in hand. And because they have more D-Reacts, I'm going to send... Yeah, I'm going to send Pain first. Because I have somewhat of a call that their hand are D-Reacts right now, I don't want to flick this turn. Because if they have 2 D-Reacts and one is Shelter, they... Oh, D-React? Oh, they're giving it to me. Interesting. Now I want to flick. Now I just clear hand. Unfortunate brick on my end, but you run this many D-Reacts, you're going to brick. So yeah, they did break. Take the flick. Good chance I draw an Orb Weaver soon. This is Scream. They're about to kiss a death turn to me. Where's my natural trapdoor hit? Unlucky. I didn't actually draw Orb Weaver though, which is pretty good. So I have Orb Weaver... Persuasive if I wanted to. Okay, we never block this, right? Like, yeah, sure, buddy. Let me see T-Tox, please. I still think we don't block this, right? T-Tox would be pretty bad. What is my turn if I don't block this? It's Orb Weaver. No, it's... Pitch, Orb Weaver. Okay, my turn converts. So yeah, you may have your 7. I will take my lumps, and you will IP2. All right, we're so back. So, Orb Weaver. If they ripple, maybe. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be Orb Weaver, Chalicer for 4. They're going to block this, probably with a D-React, probably a Shelter. Then we're going to Hunter's Clave, and then we're going to leave no witnesses, and we're going to discard Shelter, or Sigil. Deck count is 48 to 45, but they have 5 cards. We have 3. It is about a tie. Inertia Trap. This is a punish. Yeah, we're going to lose Arsenal. Unfortunate. Is what it is. And the Leave No Witnesses no longer threatens. That is a good Inertia Trap. We can also pump, but I'm probably just saying Leave No Witnesses. I'm guessing he's IPing because he has 2 D-Reacts. That is my only guess of why this could be happening. If he's he's definitely not greeting a T-Tox anymore. Does suck. They naturally flip Black Widow and Inertia Trap me this turn. Got a Codex of Inertia. Sure. And then I just leave no witnesses and say, do you want to take 4 and advance my fatigue game plan? I'm so up. All right. Always Frailty. Sad. What a hand. Jacob, remember when I said there's a reason I don't want to run 2 hyperinflations? What do I do? I think I just fucking take the banish. Like, congrats, you rolled the good shit. And then I get to cut from the same cloth, kiss the death. Yeah. I'm not there's no world I am stopping this. Yep. You got it. Congrats. You are high rolling my ass. Goodbye, hyperinflation. Hyper into hyper. Hell no. It's cut, hyper, Chelicera. If I don't block here. If I block here, I get super punished by Codex. I think this is a spot where I am supposed to just give them the mark. Coward. Hope it's not Codex. Sick. Whatever. Great. Awesome. Good for you. What do you even... And you have the Leave No Witnesses? Okay. So... Yeah. And now I have Frailty. Awesome. So they'll just get a full value. I'm dead. Yeah, that sucks for me. What do I want to be banished? You sure? All right. Wait a second. Undo this. They grab pain in the backside? Thank you. Why would you grab pain in that? You have Leave No Witnesses. It's right there. There's no way keeping me marked is more important here, right? Because then I grab Leave No Witnesses. Or I grab CNC. Or I just grab E-Strike. Or I just grab Pain. I grab Pain. Any Pain believers? Sure. I'll grab Pain. Okay, this man's fucking... Whatever, it doesn't make a difference. This man changed his decision. He's... Whatever. Whatever. You can have your insane Black Widow... And sick! Awesome! I don't need Codex. Card's fucking fake. If they don't have a reaction hit, I'm crashing out. All right, so I think that's 3 major whiffs on my end so far. Just continue mid-range gaming then. They got shelter off Codex. All right. Whatever you say. I'm going to try an Arsenal because of Death this turn. So I should have blocked with Shred because of Cut. That is something to note I did not think about. Probably has a reaction. Get blown out by Codex. Sure. Do it again. All right. Let's see. I have an inertia trap in graveyard because of that turn, so under the trapdoors online. Pretty happy the Arsenal Death Touch if it turns out that way, or Shelter. I have Upsticks, which is also... I have a lot of good Arsenal targets this turn. I'm only up 1 card right now, but I'm down 6 life, so I'm actually losing to Fatigue, which makes sense given the fact that he has resolved a Codex, and mine got randomly banished off the top. Woo. Okay. Sure, pitching a Codex. Oh, buddy. They're gonna Codex this turn, but I don't give a shit. You're putting Death Touch into my graveyard? Please do. Oh. Shit, sorry. Block 2, and then I know they have Codex, so the banish doesn't matter. I'm going to take advantage of that information. Second Codex resolved. I discard Upsticks, and then I shelter it, and I get back Death Touch. And then I send Death Touch for 5, which is often the same exact thing as Death Touch for 6. Woo, Death Touch. Insane. Insane card. Love this card. Our Codex. Random flip? Okay. Sure, buddy. This is a bad hand. Alright, they resolved 2 of their Codexes. And I'm about to get punched in the nose. So my turn's going to be... Yeah, this is a no block. You got it. You're going to probably black tech me this turn? Oh, right, you can do that. That makes sense. I've lost this game. Do they do the flick and banish? I can cover 3. Do it. It's an incredibly greedy line for them. Oh, right, they're going to flick there, obviously. Pain. The only upside here is I have mask and they don't. Okay. The hard part here is they're going to get... Oops, misclick. They're going to get a codex target as well, which is very unfortunate. I would love to drop CNC if -IO was not a real deck. That's kind of what's doing it for me. Man, I am just... This is how the mirror has always felt for me, where it's just like one person is just blowing out the other person. What they grab? We chose leave no witnesses. Makes sense. I still have like so many D-Reacts left in my deck. Actually, not that many. Like, this is a weaker turn than what they've been doing. Yeah, whoever has, I hope you don't brick. The crazy part is they did brick, and I did play to that, and then I also bricked. And, I mean, at the end of the day, it really does feel like a codex off of it. I really need them to send go again at me. They had the Saver, layer turn, which turns on fucking Glycera, which means they're threatening a T-Tox here. So this is actually 11. If I block 3 cards, I'm down bad anyway. I know they have a leave no witnesses in their arsenal. So I could Reaper's Call Mask. Grab an Inertia Trap. If that is not a reaction in hand, they're down bad. I don't think I win the game if I do that. That's the problem. I don't think I win if I take that line. I think I lose less. I think I need Mass to do some kind of like big kiss of death thing. I can't even like, because okay, so have I played it? I do have the option. So Saver does not apply to Kiss of Death if I flip it with Take Up the Mantle, which is tragic. So I think I need to threaten. I have the mark. I think I need the block 6, which sucks because these are my comeback cards. And if they have T-Tox, they win the game. Except I want to keep Spreading Plague in deck, I think. So I need to mark them with this. And I'm going to pitch Spreading Plague to probably Clave. Yeah. You got the T-Tox? I mean, they can still draw with the Flick, but, like, what are you going to do? Damn. I think I'm taking an off turn then. That's fine. Block 3, sucks to suck, Arsenal Saver. No longer marked. And then I need to get them to brick. And then I follow up with a Kiss of Death, Black Widow shenanigan turn. They have probably 1 Codex of Inertia, 1 other Codex left. Please. Oh my god, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Okay, I have at least an Inertia Trap left. Yeah, so this is what I needed. This is the kind of beat I needed. Do I grab a I think I grab Frailty. I just need to stop their damage. All right, this is it. It's this turn or nothing. Double Saver. If they disrupt me, I lose. have 7 block available to me. What the fuck? Why? Why? Please. The odds they have T-Tox here are so high. I Frailty Trap. They T-Tox me. I'm down bad. What are you going to do? Can I cover T-Tox? Actually? I just... I can't risk it. I could go Pitchless and go Orb Weaver. I could go Tarantula for damage, but I do just think it's Black Widow. Stains. Frailty. They are likely hitting here. It's just the question is, am I dead? Awesome. I mean, we expected it. He's resolved none. So he's... Yep. I am actually dead. Sick. So I was supposed to draw block with Black Tech, by the way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. What's the top card of his deck? Reaper's Call? Okay, it didn't matter. No, he attacks with Reaper Call and Flick. Unfortunately, no. Not winnable. Double T-Tox on that. Yeah. My turn, if he didn't have a double T-Tox there and it was a brick, would have been like Saber, Up Sticks, Pitch, Chlicera would have been for 8, 14, 15, go again, discard, no, 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, go again, and I would have drawn the card I opted, which I put to the bottom. I would have drawn a Codex, and then I would have Codexed. And funnily enough, I still don't think that is enough. I mean, the fact that he resolved all 3 savers before I even... well, he resolved the 3rd by the time I saw all 3. Yeah. This is just how it's been feeling. It's just, like... so painful to play this mirror. Do you guys think I did anything, like, significantly wrong in this game? Can I save this as a replay? New replay feature? Oh, we can look it back. I want to see what happened on some of those turns that were awkward for him. I think you played to your outs well. Thank you. It wouldn't look at it. Considering he had 29 health. It is like exactly... Me and Jacob played a game earlier today, and it was exactly like this, where it was just like, oh, I resolved 3 codexes before you saw any. And I saw my Kiss of Death. And I saw my Saver Bloodsheds. Like, what are you going to do? Oh, yeah. It didn't even really matter because I was always letting the banish happen if it was Leave No Witnesses. It was just like, I didn't see that he chose Leave No Witnesses. So we had T-Tox on this turn to start. And then he banished. I have to imagine why will it straight up still doesn't show me? That's weird. Oh no, I'm this person. It still doesn't show me my opponent's banish. That's crazy. Weird, but sure. Maybe on the Mario, you just risk T-Tox and go Mass Flip, then Saver Reapers into Kiss plus Black Tech. You still draw, I believe. Then you can pitch Spreading for Clave, and you draw Leave No Witnesses for their Saver and Arsenal. Very possible, yeah. Very possible. Yeah, maybe the point at that point was like, stop sending damage, start sending disruption for the rest of the game. I think that's the main thing I should start thinking about. God, look. Wait, who's attacking right now? God, the fact that I had to give up a T-Tox here is so sad. so they do Orb Weaver. They pitch Chelicera. 5 go again. I block 6 or 3. That makes sense. Take 2. That's fine. I think everything up to this point I've been playing well. I block with a full card here. If I recall correctly, that is a D-React in Arsenal. For some reason, replays don't show. And then I'm like really sad that they happen to have Leave No Witnesses here. But I had a D-React in Arsenal, so I'm actually happy. I think everything up to here was played very well. So that's why they IP2, because they have a Codex and a D-React in Arsenal. I accidentally pass. This is taking too long. Point being, bit of a brutal game. Yeah, I guess just find your power cards first. Play your outs. I am curious about that previous turn if I was supposed to do that. I don't know. I feel the problem is if I just like take the damage and like use mask, it's just so awkward. The fact that he was able to kill me through trapdoor is quite a good turn for him. I mean, it was 8, 20, 23, 24 damage on that turn, which is pretty nuts. All right, that's all I got. I will see y'all. Hindsight is 2020, but keeping the CNC over E-Strike would have been so good. That I agree. I think at this point it was definitely... Wait, how would I have kept CNC? Do you mean earlier in the game? Because earlier in the game, I think you're right. There was a turn where I was trying to stay flexible with E-Strike. No, but the E-Strike let me draw a card, which drew into the Frailty. And, like, I didn't know he was going to inertia me, you know. In theory, that Frailty was, 9 value there. I think that's really good. Like, really good. And getting, I think getting Command and Conquer in Graveyard is more important than keeping it and sending it. Because, just value-wise, if the E-Strike didn't whiff, specifically because I had Fate Foreseen, I think keeping the E-Strike was better. Yeah, it is possible that on that turn, the mistake I actually made was I was supposed to Fate Foreseen on the Chelicera, I think, because it was for 5. And that would give me top deck information. No, but I still have to... Because I need to play her on T-Tox. He draws double trap the turn after. Yep, sounds about right. All right. Well, that's it for me. Mario Mirrors, am I right? I will talk to y'all later. Peace.